So DPS gets an active solar, sits to wave 6. Support, we're going if we need to make up for damage at this point, we're going to do it because him just being able to, and time dice deals damage now, so that helps. But just him being able to have that one solar on and then spam his board at once is so huge. It overrides our need to avoid big ass growth on wave 16. So we're gonna pay attention. He has his one solar on. We got a 4-pip Joker. We should be good. And he's more than easily going to be able to handle wave 3. We are so good. He's going to fill his board all at once. And he's going to Joker all the gross he gets. How you doing, monkey? Look at that. Class 9 solar, 1-pip. Take you right to wave 6. You get a fat ass board. Nice. Look at all them gross he has now. Now, he's still got the solar on. Doesn't really need the moons. If he wants to, he can merge his 1-pip dice. The snowballs in the moon. Especially if he ends up getting a 2-pip growth, which he did not. Okay. Now, he should sit to wave 10. Beat the silence boss. Okay, he's got the 2-pip. So, we're going to do that. Do not build any more dice at this point. He should, however, merge his 2-pip snowballs in his moon, but by the time he hears this, it's going to be too late, so don't do it. But he needs to get his solars back on now, at least. So you can either do that by building or merging. There we go. So looking ahead to what's going to happen is he's going to build a dice. It's probably going to be pretty shitty. And then we're going to merge all the snowballs over to the entrance. Merge the 2-pip moon, the 3-pip moon, spam the board, and get as many gross as we can. And try to keep the solars on while he does it. I mean, that all depends on how much SP he has right now. And this is where you can't be afraid to merge a bunch of stuff at once. I mean, he has that 3-pip Joker now. He can turn solars on, turn solars off. He can merge 1-pip solars, keep everything going and flowing, and just get a lot of pips between here and 15. There you go. Merging 1-pip solars. Nice. And if he has to in a pinch, he can merge the 4-pip. Once you hit 4 pips, though, you kind of want to hold off a little bit. Okay. You kind of want to hold off a little bit on merging 4 pips because those can easily turn into a bunch of gross. Now he has to sit. He has to wait for these gross to be done now. There's not a whole lot more he can do. We're fine. We're fine. let this happen. Matter of fact, at this point, at the end of wave 14, he should shut his moons off. I mean, he ain't killing the night either way, but he should shut his moons off, just in case. And we got blocked again. So now he should merge 3-pip solars, get his solars back on, maybe get a growth, a 4-pip growth to use those 2 4-pip jokers on. He wanted to merge to the middle though. That's where it would have been most beneficial, but we got the growth, so that's good. Got his solars on. We're getting more growths. He can pull a 3-pip moon into another 3-pip moon. Maybe get the moons on. Hey, look, there we go. Joker the 6-pip growth. Or do the solar. Now hopefully that becomes, and it didn't. Okay. So right now he has, well, what I would do is I would merge my 3-pip moons and I would merge them towards the opening. And depending on what happened there, and we're fine. We're fine. Okay, so all but one solar isn't touched. So he should take his 3-pip solar after the wizard that is in his bottom right corner or bottom left corner and merge it into the middle row 1 over. And we're not worried about doing that and messing up because we have Leon coming and he can fix any overgrown growths. Okay, that's good. We really didn't want to. Okay. So we still have that same issue, but we now have one more. No, we don't. Merge your bottom left 1-pip solar over to your right side of the board. Basically, and if it ends up a solar, good, that's what we want. A solar or a joker. If it's a joker, joker the 2-pip. But merge that 1-pip over. Do this now. Or not. There you go. Awesome. Alright, you're done. Because what I'm going to do, hopefully, before is done, we are going to get him a 5-pip solar that he can use that joker on. Or a 6-pip. There you go. Joker it. Joker it. Turn your solars on. Come on. Hey, there we go. Alright. So we're good. We're going to fling this off because we can. And we're going to let Leon eat our board. Alright. That's the beginning. That's the first part of playing time support. It's okay that he has a hole in his board. It doesn't need to be there because all of his stuff is touching a moon, which is fine. We are not going to worry about leveling our time dice yet because we don't need to. Number one, we don't have any time dice big enough to fucking do anything. What he needs is he needs some 7-pip moons. So we're going to fill our board. We are not going to joker any growths. We are going to merge away all them useless time dice. And we're going to wait and see what happens with these growths. We have to wait. That is the important part, the waiting. Any assassins, we're going to Joker. You know what? Let's play this like I don't have a class 15. At this point though, I know. You would, if you're going to level your crack growth, this is where you do it. You get the SP to do it, and you do it. And that's going to a 7 pip, so we don't need that. So we don't have to worry about it. So let's start with the 3 pips. Okay, we got a growth. Wait for the growth, but we don't need to because all our good assassins are lower than that, except for that 5 pip. But so now we don't have any more assassins to use. Smaller growths we wait for. We are not going to Joker that growth yet. You have to wait to be able to use your Jokers on growths in here. Okay, we ended up getting one good one, so we'll send that off. Joker that. What we got there? We got a growth. We are going to wait on that growth. I already know odds are that 3 pip is good to send, but to show you guys, we're going to wait. So we send the 3 pip. Joker the 4 pip, make some room with there, make some room there. We do not Joker the crack growth. We gotta wait it out. It went to a 2 pip. That it's a dead dice, so we'll merge that. We got a 5 pip crack growth that we are going to wait on. It can go any way. Alright, so let's clear off that 2 pip time dice and make some room. And we're going to use these 1 pip jokers on there. Wait for the smaller growth to be done growing. Okay, good. Now we're going to use all the assassins. We got them to a 7 pip. We're going to clear off the 2 pip time dice. We're going to clear off the 3 pip time dice. We're going to wait on the growths. That might be a Joker. We might be able to make another 5 pip assassin. Assassins are still very important at this point. It became an assassin on its own, so we're going to use that. Okay, good. Now we fill the board in. Wait on the growths. Just keep making room. Now at this point, we do have a 6 pip time dice. And we know that if he has a 7 pip moon with a 6 pip on it, we still need 2 time dice for that to hit. But we could Joker it right now, but we don't need to. And we would also have to level our time dice. Excuse me. But we don't need to do that quite yet. So we're still going to, right now we do have the 1 7 pip moon, so what we are wanting to do is begin to get the stuff around it leveled up. The pips will come. They will come over time. You will see that. Do not Joker 6 pip gross at this point. We are not there yet. Hey, we got a 7 pip time dice. Alright, we have a 7 pip and a 6 pip. That means if I level my time dice now, his 6 pip, 4 pip, and 3 pip that are on that moon are shooting. They are firing at max attack speed. So, that's pretty good. But we still need more assassins than we do time dice. I mean, it's great, awesome, and that's why we use plasma. But it's not something we need just right now. So, and we are going to wait on the growths. Because if you don't, what you do is you end up going too quickly and you'll miss out on key plays. Like instead of not using that. Okay. So now we got 2 6 pip time dice. and the 7 pip. We don't need both of those 6 pips. We could easily Joker one of them, merge the other one away, make a whole one. Not going to do that. At this point, just the fact of them being higher pips is starting to mean something. But we are still looking for our assassins. And you will be going through the motions quicker than this as I'm explaining as I'm going. So there's like a lot of time. We are still not going to Joker that. We are going to merge to 3 pips though. Okay, so we got a 4 pip we can use. Split into a 5 pip. We're going to leave them 6 pips assassins alone. We still have a workable board. We don't need to merge those right away, and those could potentially become gross next turn. So, we got a growth. Probably going to get flipped here, unless plasma kicks in. Still not jokering our gross. And as you can see, we got our 7 and our 6 pip time dice back, and we have all the dice on that 7 pip moon going full attack speed. Okay. Wait on the growth. Not gonna Joker it. Now one thing that has changed since this first came out is Wizard. Used to be Wizard was his meteors were fairly easily to Joker dodge. It's a pain in the ass. I don't even know if it's possible anymore. If you know the timing on it, great, use that ability. If you don't worry about it. Most likely just let Joker eat, or Wizard eat whatever the hell it wants. So, still waiting on the gross. We have more than enough time dice. Now, well, we're going to get hit here. Okay, but what I was going to say was a very good point. I had those, we only need 2 7 pip time dice. We know that. But I had those 7 pip jokers. What I was going to do was Joker my other 7 pip time dice. It doesn't matter at what point you do that. The thing is, Leon comes and he doesn't hit all your dice anymore. He hits some of your dice, and if one of those slips down to a 6 and kills your max attack speed, the game suffers. Your DPS gets hit, so the more 7 pip time dice you have, the better. But we don't have to Joker stuff right now to go looking for it. So, we have 1 6 pip time dice right now. To keep the board moving. See, I didn't wait on my growth. I could have used that on that assassin. Bad cool magnet. That's what happens when you don't wait, and we don't really want to merge the 6 pip assassins unless we have to. As you can see, I have not Jokered any gross yet, and I have a fat stack of fucking pips on the board. So, yeah, it's like really not needed. I mean, it is needed, but on the reverse side, I also can't help improve his board right now either. So, I mean, you have to weigh the pros and the cons of it. I can merge right now. Maybe we get lucky and we find that other 7 pip, and it opens up the spot to build a dice. So, I'm gonna see what happens on the Basilisk here. Might get a Knight from the Basilisk. Might get a Leon. Hopefully we get... And as you can see, we're in no danger of him crapping out. I mean, you don't have to rush this. This is a very slow, long process. Actually, well, I'm gonna chop this up, and I have to wait 24 hours, but this is all going on YouTube. So, but I am going to clear out a spot now because I feel the chance of getting a 7-pip time, which we didn't get, but it opened up a spot, and we now have an extra assassin that we threw that really did nothing. So, hey, we got flipped. Look at that. We're just gonna go ahead and joker that. Maybe. Why is it not joker? There we go. We're gonna go ahead and joker all them 7-pip time dice because those are important. We like them. We want them. Still not jokering gross. And as you can see, my SP is slowly starting to build. Normally it wouldn't be this high because we would be sending some more assassins, but it just hasn't worked out that way. So, still have an active growth. We're sitting and we're waiting, and we're waiting and we're sitting. But you know what? We're doing great. We aren't in any real danger of being flipped. We have, well, let's figure this up real quick. We know as a class 9 moon, 9 times 6 is 54. 54 plus 11 is 66. So we need 29% of time dice, and my time dice are 11%. So we have even everything on the 6-pip moon right now is banging at max attack speed. The 5-pip moon, 5 times 9 is 45. 45 is 56. We need 39%. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 44. We have this whole board at max attack speed right now. Granted, I have class 12 time dice. Makes things a lot easier. But do you see the point that we don't have to send assassins? I mean, we do want his solars, and we do want to get him, you know, all the 7 pips. But we don't have to do anything. It's not going to get any better unless we raise his solar pips. And why fuck up our board if we don't have to? Plasma shield, thank you. It's a 7-pip growth, but it's better that it's a 7-pip than not being there at this point. I'm not going to burn a joker on a 6-pip time though, or merge my 6-pip times like I said. You know, it's just, because watch what happens on this Leon. There may come a situation where I have to joker that 6-pip time later, but watch what happens here. Boom. He hit 1. He only got 1, so that's good. But it opened up 2 more assassins that we can send. And we still have a lot of big time pips on the board without having to destroy that. And we aren't going to be waiting on growths as much anymore. And at this point, because of the amount of pips we do have, smaller pips aren't going to do anything for us. We need to kind of keep everything still around the same pip count, or per dice. So I was going to say, if that went to a growth, then we would have jokered it, because we're starting to need 4-pip dice now. Now we would have, now see, now we're out of time dice. We're going to joker this. Actually, we could have jokered that and merged it. See, I wasn't paying attention. That's what you get. And we are completely the fuck out of time dice. So now we joker. And you're going to see stuff isn't dying as quickly. And of course it happens right before slime. That happens. Okay, we got 1 6-pip. We need one of these growths to hurry up and get done fucking growing and just become not that. So we're almost max attack speed. Double slime wave. We got lucky. We're going to be able to continue. We are, however, board locked and not at max speed. It's pressing. We don't even have a 7-pip. We have 1 dice really that the time dice is affecting, and it's that 6-pip. So just kind of have to wait and see. Hopefully we get affected before DPS does. And we're able to correct our lack of 7-pip time dice. And this will happen a lot. Don't get discouraged by this. I mean, you can see he's still effortlessly killing stuff at wave 72. Eat that, thank you. Oh man. Now see, we really wanted that to disappear. That would have gave us a chance to spawn another growth, which could have very well easily became a 3-pip Joker. Could have cleared off that 3-pip time dice with the possibility of clearing off the 4-pip, make some more room, maybe get a 5-pip assassin, and we send that. We have even more room, and we can start to try to correct our lack of time dice issues. But really no reason to be worrying quite yet. I think we're still killing pretty good. And these games, you may never get your partner to 105 pips, but that's okay. And we really needed that Leon to hit. Plasma. Double-edged sword. So, but I mean, if I would have had tons of time dice, I would have been singing Plasma's praises right there. But I don't, so. But, I mean, you see how we were not in a hurry to get things done, to spend all our SP at once. There's certain points you have to hit, and really, I mean, the first one's really 46. As long as you manage to stay alive up until then, you're doing fine. Let the bosses flip you. If you have wild growths that got out of control, take that Leon hit, get it shrunk back down, fix your board, and go from there. You know, it's, you know, maybe 40's the point. Maybe wave 40 when you start getting ready to roll double bosses. Okay, there we go. Now we got our time dice back. Now he's banging max speed. Still not gonna merge him 6-pip assassins though. Why? Because when I get flipped again, it's better the possibility just to have options at that point instead of now when I really don't need them. But you're a bitch. And just because that wizard is behind a slime, we're just gonna wait to build anything. And I will tell you, it is best to keep a full board playing this 99% of the time, simply because Wizard can choose to pick on the little dice and eat those again instead of whacking out one of your big ass 7-pip time dice, like just happened there with the Leon. So we're gonna fill the growth, or fill the hole, wait on the growth. Tons of time dice, we still don't need to merge our 6-pip assassins. One of these times I'm going to say it and it's going to be wrong, just simply because I tend to take a minimalistic approach to playing games, and I like to see how far I can push it, but you really don't need to merge them yet. We are not in trouble, we're doing fine, our board's nice and healthy. Yeah, I'd like to see a few more assassins, but it's okay. I mean, we can make that happen by merging them, but look, now we got the 4-pip. So let's send that out. Alright. Now because I do have a lower amount, I'm going to wait and see what's behind the slime boss. But if the boss behind it is a non-event boss, I am going to get rid of these 6 pips because I do have the 2 and the 3 pip assassin down there, and I would like to maybe get him some more solars. I don't need to do this move. I am choosing to do this. This very well could backfire, or it could work. If it works, I'm a fucking genius. If it backfires, I'm an idiot. But, you know, once again, that's also spending SP I didn't have to necessarily spend right there. That's me raising my dice cost in something that might not work out in the way it just did not work out. So in this case, I'm an idiot. And now the wizard just ate a 7 pip, so I'm down 4 dice that could have easily become a 7 pip off of the knight. That's where it starts to hurt. But we did get an assassin. We may get another assassin. We may get a 3 pip time dice. We got an assassin. And we're just hitting shit over and over. Let's see, we did open up a little hole. Wait on the growth. It went to a 2 pip, so we're going to use that as an assassin. We got a solar pip out of that. That's fucking great. That's why you wait on the growth. Look, another hole, another assassin. We are going to Joker this because remember we want to try and keep all our pips around the same pip count, all our dice. So we can go like this and make another hole. Instant Joker. We are going to Joker that growth. We only have 2 7 pip time dice on the board. It is very important that we get, well, we got flipped again. We got flipped into that, which is fine. But it is very important at this point to start jokering your growth after nights. Just because 7 pip time dice right now is a shit. It doesn't matter if I send another assassin this game or not. We're going to end where we're going to end because that's where Knight says we're going to end. But obviously we're not going to not send any more assassins. We're just gonna get them if we get them, we're gonna send them. But right now everything is pretty much, all our resources right now should be devoted to keeping 2 7 pip time dice on the board, if not more. And we've already passed the wave 94 point, which is the marker for maybe I pass it, maybe I don't, with a class 12 moon. So that was a pretty heavy hit right there. The next wave we have to worry about, and where solar pip count might matter, is going to be 110, because that's the next night. He very well could get flipped there. And because I don't have him at a... He has the potential to get a bunch of growths. Unfortunately, he can't do anything until his growths are done growing. He cannot do a damn thing. There's no point in turning your moons on. No point in turning your solars on. Was that a hit? Did he get hit? I wasn't looking. But, because what happens most of the time is you get them on and then one of them gross pops, and it becomes whatever you just turned on, and it's instantly back off, and it's very, very frustrating. So, but we're just gonna try and find a few more assassins while we can here. At this point, I am going to merge these because Class 12 time's not going to make your dice attack any faster than a Class 10 time. They all end at a 95% bonus. It just takes me less dice to do it. Instead of needing 3 or 4 time dice so you fail at 110, I need 2. But you know, there's a nice lucky wave. You know, we could get lucky. I might get you a couple more 7-pip solars. Yeah, time dice doesn't go by pip count or anything. It's in the description. Whatever it says it is, that's what it is, from 1 pip the whole way up to 7 pips. The way it works is you need multiple dice. And they all stop at a 95% increase, and that stacks on top of Moon. So, you know, like I just said, you're going to fail where you fail. But having higher class time dice just means that the support player has to have less of them on the board when you fail. And you'll still be... Anyways. If I could get him 2 more 7-pip... It's probably not going to happen. But I think if I could get him 2 more 7-pip solars, we just might be able to eke out 110. And this is where you're going to see, this is 110, you're going to see why I say do not, if you have the option, do not put your snowballs on the Moon, because his snowball is going to proc too quick. If his snowball was where that growth is, we'd have a pretty good chance. Well, that's kind of shitty. We'd have a pretty good chance. I'm going to get flipped again now at making it through. There we go. Because it would proc later, extending that point where it means something instead of just Willie fucking Nelson nilly and not meaning anything. So, but we'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe we don't get past this silence. Maybe it's a double silence and he gets locked down. Nope. Didn't even get hit there. Silence still didn't proc. So we might be going past 110. But I guarantee you after 110 it's all going to come down to boss RNG anyways. So... Nope. Oh, no, he got him. Nice. So, Insta Joker. We're definitely getting flipped again. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Alright, this could suck. This might be it right here. I mean, we were good. Now we're not. Now see, this is one instance where leveling your crack growth is bad, because I could have do. And if they still had the max chance of going down, that's good. He might take a wizard hit. No, he's probably gonna take a wizard hit. He ain't killing shit. Yeah, we're pretty much done here. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyways because if I don't, I won't respect myself in the morning. Oh, and he's knocking out the 7-pip moons. But we still have moons that are on. And we might let him eat it. No. Damn it. Hey, Dom. Okay. So, yeah, we're in a really shitty situation right now. This Leon's gonna hurt. This Leon's gonna hurt bad. But hopefully we get some corrected growths. If we can get back up to, at this point, I think it's 3. I need 3 time dice to overcome that 6-pip moon. We'll still be doing fine. Nice. He got blocked. And this is where you start to need to play more aggressively if you can as a support. Okay. So we are definitely short on time dice now. But that's alright. Might be alright. Because that's 6 times 9 is 54. 54 is 66. And the 6-pip is attacking at 88%. 1 time dice off. The 6 pips are actually dealing more damage right now than a 7-pip. What's behind that? A slime. Alright, we're good. And I really dislike the fact that iBoss doesn't trigger the growths anymore. Oh, can't be doing that. That's too good for bounty and teleport and blah blah blah. Yeah. But I digress. That's a whole nother bitch session. So, I mean, we're still doing fine. Yeah, we need 1 more time dice, but so whatever's behind this slime, if it's a knight, that's probably the end of the game. If it's a wizard or a Leon, we can handle it. And if he needs to build, he should not spam right away. He should build 1 dice at a time. And maybe get some, hey, double slime. Look at this fucking boss RNG. We are getting so lucky. Unfortunately, the more luck we have for the DPS side, the less luck we're going to have for the support side. Because as you can see, I need to have my board fucked with. It needs to get messed up. To a degree. But, you know. A little give, a little take, all works out in the end. I mean, Quick's got to be having a good fucking game. He's like, oh, I always get flipped at 110. Well, it didn't happen this time, you know, so he's probably happy with that. So, you know, I at that point, I feel, you know, I've done my job as a support. And at this point, there's nothing else I can do. Silence boss, what's he hitting if he hits that move? Look at that. Still no procs. We're doing good. 124 is going to suck, though, if we get that far. So, and in doing these games, we should never see any comments, posts, or feedback from either side saying, well, you didn't get me to 105 pips. That's not the fucking goal. With this, that is not the goal. The whole goal, which I'm failing at right now, by the way, is to keep enough time dice on the board to overcompensate for post-Leon hit moons and moons that just didn't get there that we have to rely on now because that mean-ass fucking wizard ate his 2 7-pip moons. I mean, it's now. Alright, there we go. Let's do that. I mean, there should be never be any complaints about not getting a 105 with this because that's not a real complaint. I mean, we are going to, because we need to, we're going to merge those 6 pips. We are not waiting on growth. We just want to get, we want to get our pips back up. So, and all the solars are still touching moons. So, he got silenced there. So that means the knight should hit him. Snowball may stop that. It might not. It is on a moon. I feel it's going to proc too quickly, and it's just going to end there. But we might, just might, be able to pull out a few more pips here. There we go. We got 3 7-pip solars now. We got his moon up to a 7-pip. You know what? I think we might just pass 126. I think we just might do it. Like I said, playing this deck it's a very long, sometimes nail biting process. Nope, he's getting flipped. But that's okay. Wait for your gross. Wait for your gross. I know it takes a while. Thank you. Wait on the gross. Wait for him. Plasma's working. Joker that moon. Joker it. Joker the moon. The moon. The moon. The moon. Get that moon. We're good. Joker the moon. Come on. Moon. Moon. Joker the goddamn moon, boy! So, we're not to meta supports yet. We easily could have passed that. Easily, if he would have. And sometimes you get in the heat of the moment and you just don't see what's right in front of your face. I mean, I do it myself. You know, I'm there and I'm looking and I'm watching. And I'm like, oh my god, we're so fucked. And you know, the answer's there, but you don't see it. Sucks when it happens, but it does happen. Um, but no, that was a very good run. Class 9 solar. Class 9 moon. Wave 126, which we probably could have went to 140 with. I think that's a very good game. That was a great game. And I hope you guys see you don't need to. I mean, literally, what's my next dice cost? 1,090. And I feel like I overspent. It's not a race. You don't need to get into 105 pips. You just need to make what you have work. That's all. And even when we were only partially working, Plasma kicked in and helped out a little bit, but it also kind of hindered us. It's that double-edged sword. Plasma good for boss, bad for support. Plasma good for support, bad for DPS. But don't be in a rush. We should never see a complaint coming out of a co-op pairing with these decks saying, he didn't get me to 105 pips. Who the fuck cares? You got time dice. You get max attack speed. If you want to bitch about not getting 105 pips, you know what? No, don't even play Yin Yang for that, because all you need is 2 7 pips on the harmonies. That shouldn't even be a fucking issue there. You want to complain about not getting 105 pips? Play Galaxy. I'll allow you to complain from there. Play any high tier support deck. That's where the 105 pips matter. 105 pips does not matter with Assassin Time or Yin Yang. It's working with what you have and making it work and using your resources wisely. This is why I showed you guys Assassin Mine first. You know, I kept SP. You've seen playing Assassin Mine after I started building. I was constantly building, continually had SP. Once or twice we had to wait until the night came to recharge, but that was pretty much after 80% of my job had already been done and we weren't going to be hurt for a long time. This, as long as, you know, and what was it, like 80 something, 90 something before I even considered jokering a growth? And honestly, I didn't even need to level up my time dice when I did. I just did it to show that it's okay to do it at that point, but I didn't need to. So I mean, you know, this if you want a nice slow game that's fairly easy to run, but it's going to make you feel like you're going to shit your pants at the same time. This is it. So that was a very good game. Really wish you would have got that moon jokered. We would still be playing it, and everybody was like, ah, but everybody's still going. Ah. And you know what? We never even fucking came close to 105 pips. Hell, we only had 14 dice on the board at the end. We only had what, 12, 11, 11 dice on the board, and you were still just fucking knocking out the bosses. You know, class 9, solar, class 9 moon. Great fucking run.